Next presentation is by Dr. Kanthi Hettigoda. Dr. Kanthi Hettigoda is a senior lecturer in psychology and a chartered clinical psychologist, registered with the Sri Lanka Medical Council and British Psychological Society. She holds a PhD in military health psychology from University of Hull and an MPhil in clinical psychology from the University of Colombo. Additionally, she has an MSc in organizational management and a bachelor's degree in psychology from University of Peradenium. Dr. Hettigoda currently teaches at the University of Peradenium. She is also the president of Sri Lanka Psychological Association and serves on national mental health committees. The kind of person that I like to have as a friend for emotional support.
Thank you.
We will talk on exploring the effectiveness of an awareness video to change attitudes and knowledge about LGBTQ community among undergraduates in Sri Lanka. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Professor. Good afternoon, everyone. Directly moving to our topic, we all know that whether we like or not, the LGBT, those who identify themselves as part of LGBT community is increasing day by day everywhere. The university is just a cross-section of that. So we have noticed that the students who identify themselves as part of LGBT community, they do not engage much in their academics and they isolate, self-exclude themselves from a lot of activities and do not actually enjoy the university life because of these issues at the university they pursue, and sometimes it actually happen and they have some kind of stigma towards them. So we wanted to explore how we can change the attitudes of the other counterparts, other students in the university about this LGBT community. And we know there are lots of misconceptions and a lot of misunderstanding about this community. That is one reason to maintain the stigma against this community. So to do that, this my Miss Krishanti Ranasinghe is my student who actually plant, and I just put water and fertilize that attitude, that idea. So I'm presenting on behalf of her as a supervisor. So the main objectives were investigate undergraduate students' knowledge and attitude about the LGBT community. So we wanted to see how they perceive this, how they look at this component or look at these people is like main start of our society now. And secondly, we wanted to know how we can use awareness programs in terms of, in this particular research we used a video, can actually change these negative attitudes. That were the two main objectives. The methodology as a research design was quasi, and we went on we combined both qualitative and quantitative. The main part is quantitative, but we include the qualitative part as well. Variables were like awareness tool on LGBTQ community, the video we are going to talk about, and we looked at the attitude and knowledge change. And the sample for the first phase, actually for the qualitative half, we interviewed as a focus group discussion, we interviewed 5 LGBTQ students who volunteered to take part in interview, and we asked what are the issues they are facing in the university community, and based on their actually ideas and their concerns, then we developed actually small questionnaire to distribute among the other students to see how they perceive this. And then second phase was second and third was we delivered, actually we assessed their attitude, 150 undergraduates, how is their attitude and their knowledge about LGBTQ community. And then we actually, the sample was 20 to 30 both genders, government universities from all demographic categories, convenient sampling. Data collection method, actually we had 5 phases here. After the interview we prepared the questionnaire, then we pre-tested the questionnaire and we assessed their attitude using this questionnaire actually on a scale, and then we gave this 10-minute long video. We prepared the video based on scientific knowledge on this and to change the attitude and the knowledge and some part of practices also. The video was given to them, and after 2 weeks, after giving the video, after 2 weeks, we reassessed, assessed their attitudes and the knowledge about LGBTQ community. So, and as the last step, we looked at the individuals, the undergraduates who scored high, who had like shown some increase in their attitude towards positive way, and those who have scored very low still, right? The two ends, we identified 10 individuals who scored high and who scored low in this scale even after the intervention, and we had another round of interviews with them, what made them to change or not to change, right? So those are the 5 steps, and the link here is so you can see the link to the video. We can share if you want. It is in Sinhala. Actually, we don't have Sinhala material in Sri Lanka. That's why we wanted to do it in Sinhala. So this is the results. So quantitative data results. Actually, mean attitude score was lower than knowledge at the pre-test level, and later it increased statistically, but comparatively knowledge it was lower. Where the knowledge, actually again the pre-test knowledge was low, but after the intervention the knowledge increased high, and it was significantly high and much more than attitude. So with this we use, you can see the statistic. I don't want to go through the statistic because you can read it here. So there was a significant change in attitude and knowledge both after the intervention. Then after the qualitative data results, actually the first line talk about the issues these LGBTQ community faced. After the presentation or the video, they said they have limited knowledge about this. They really appreciate this video because most of the undergraduates said this is the first time they got to know about what is it scientific manner, right? So they said this increased their knowledge a lot. They accepted it. But they said some of the students who scored low in attitude change, they said yes, we know this is a fact, but we have a very strong, deeply rooted attitude that this is wrong in the society. So they say it will take some time for us to change our attitude, but we know now we shouldn't discriminate these colleagues or counterparts who are having this, because the video talked about all the biological scientific background about LGBTQ community and what we mean by homosexuality, what we mean by bisexual, and what is transgender. They got to know everything. Actually our codes like verbatims have a lot of they praise us for giving this knowledge to them, and they are willing to change their attitude, but it takes time. They said it's very difficult to change it, right? They said this video was very effective, and we have to consider the culture also. They said yes, whenever we take even to the university community, we have to consider the cultural context. So these are some of the quotations in Sinhala, right? Those who speak Sinhala would understand, but we can share the English translation, right? This is the summary of our results, and if we talk about the limitations, we know this 10-minute video is not that much effective, but still it has worked. So we are planning to use this video for different education programs in the university level. Actually we showed them in the orientation program also, and we are distributing this video whenever possible. We are planning to translate it to Tamil and English also. We conclude this study saying that we can change attitude using these kind of awareness, but we can change knowledge, but to change attitude we need to take long-term actions, long-term programs, and empowering the LGBT community as well. And this is very complex. Still we all are like Asians, we agree. We know as scientists this is not something something bad, but still there are some concerns, right? So that is that. So we recommend future researchers to take these concerns into consideration and design their programs to minimize these limitations and maximize the effectiveness, right? Thank you so much.
Thank you.